Turkey egg.
It's time to play everybody's favorite game show before the podcast starts. This week, we're giving Mike a 1930s slang term and see if you can guess it. It's open for anybody in the room here. The term is banks closed. Banks closed.
That means you're just done giving money out.
Oh.
You know, like that. Hey, you guys are cut off.
Took it
Not
literally.
giving you any. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing
I'm
more
very
out of the
literal.
wallet.
Yeah, no more.
No more? What do you think,
No
Lon?
more out of the wallet.
Out of the wallet. No
like,
more.
You tell your kid,
Yeah.
like, the bank's closed. Like, I'm not giving you any more
Right.
money.
No
Okay.
money.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think. That's
Banks
what I would
closed.
Lock it in.
Locking in.
Answers are locked.
No more money. You're all wrong.
Oh,
Banks
we are?
closed means no kissing or making out. Welcome to the 30s, everybody. We're doing it.
That's why we didn't know that one.
Closed.
Yeah. This bank stays open.
Welcome to Bad Potato Salad, the show where Michael, Travers, and I accost random strangers on the internet. That's
Hey.
right. Mike and I are professional comedians. We travel around the country telling jokes to strangers for money in places you've never heard of, nor should you ever visit. And when we're not doing that, we take time out of our busy schedules to sit here in my basement and judge random internet strangers. Here's how the show works. Our wives read us 2 headlines they find across Reddit. Mike and I choose which one we think will be the funniest to blind react to. Then we blind react to that story. It's a lot of fun. Podcast is blowing up, everybody. It's been going really great. And we have you to thank for that, for listening and laughing along with us. We've developed a community of weirdos here. Speaking of other weirdos, here's Mike Travers.
Yeah. Thank you for that introduction. Thank you.
Banks
Would you
closed.
consider yourself normal?
Yeah. I think I'm very normal.
From a comedy
Yeah.
perspective, as a comedian.
Yeah, I think as a
you're
human
very
being,
normal.
I am
Yeah.
right down the middle normal.
Yeah.
I really believe that. I
Yeah.
think I'm, yeah.
Good childhood.
Yeah,
Parents that
solid,
loved you.
Solid. Oh, yeah. Very much. Yeah.
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 Then what happened?
Kendall.
Kendall. Who reads us these stories? Kendall and Alana. Kendall, our beautiful wives.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, we're doing it. Also, just want to let you know, the last couple weeks we've had a lot of fan submission stories. So if you want to get your story read on the air and determine if you are the asshole or if you're not the asshole, please you can comment down below right here in a Spotify link. We'll give you an email to send it to, or you can go to our Instagram page where we post clips and reels and things like that. And there's a link in our bio. You can submit your story there. Kendall. It's a big week. It's a big week. I'm so excited for this episode.
Why is it?
Why is it a big week,
Yeah.
Alana? Because we're here and we're doing
Oh.
Hey, the bank's closed.
Banks closed. No, we're making out.
Bank's
kidding.
closed for you this week. I'll be out of town.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to a different bank.
I'm going to a different branch. Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be different banking going on this week.
I'm going to get a small business loan, if you know what I mean. I'm going to make a deposit.
I would have went with big bank.
That's fair.
Big
Big bank.
banking.
Big banking.
That's fair. You ever heard of cryptocurrency, baby?
That's what's happening while you're out of town.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing crypto.
Okay, so our fan submission for the week.
Love it. We're going to start with them
You
too.
already forgot your sound. Your
Yeah. Fan submission story of the week.
There we go. We paid 36 cents for that. Okay. Am I the asshole for hiding ultrasound pictures from my husband?
Oh, it's all. Well, he's going to know because you're going to get
it
a little
baby
bit bigger.
ultrasound or is
You're
it-
going to get.
A baby.
Okay. Because there's other.
Oh, good
ultrasounds.
call.
Yeah.
Good call. That was a really good call.
That's fair, because
Yeah, that
ultrasound
was a
could
really good
be
call.
something
Yep.
different.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say right now,
Go ahead.
I was going to say I'm the asshole in this story.
Okay, you are personally.
Yeah, it's not about me, but you'll see.
Okay, and I will say we have to draw the line, and we've said it the last couple of episodes.
What?
If you do submit your fan submission story in here, the first couple times we read
Yeah.
them, we were like tiptoeing and like, we shouldn't call a listener an asshole.
Yep.
If you submit a story,
Yep.
you're fair game to be called an asshole.
yeah, we're not
Obviously.
doing you any favors if we don't tell you.
No.
That's also fair.
We're your truth.
Yeah,
Can I tell you? I think Mike's an asshole.
All the time. Sometimes.
that's not what I was looking for.
Okay. Am I the asshole for hiding ultrasound pictures from my husband? She's 26 female.
Okay.
He's 23 male. His name is Mike.
What?
Obviously.
Wait, and they're married?
Yes.
26, 23 married? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Since Mike and I first met, I told him that my biggest pet peeve was lateness.
Like my period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, while we dated, Mike was the max 20 minutes late to anything, which I extended grace for because I know I'm a little crazy about punctuality. I literally don't plan anything, and then I can be at least 10 minutes early for it. After we got married, he told me that he's actually perpetually late, and he really has to focus and even be remotely on time for anything when we were engaged because he knew it got on my nerves.
Oh, so he was like going out of his way to try to be on time.
Right.
How did she not know this before they got married?
Good question.
Yeah, like she's
Well, she
like,
said when he was engaged, he would go out of his way.
He said he
told
would
her.
try really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I guess. She said remotely on time, so he was probably still always late, but maybe not as late as he is normally.
Right.
Okay. He started his own tree business, and now he's hours late to everything. He was 10 minutes late to his favorite grandfather's funeral. He will
Oh, that's a weird way to phrase
yeah,
that.
his favorite grandfather.
True.
Yeah.
Favorite grandfather.
Oh, if this other guy died, I wouldn't care
Yeah.
at all. But my favorite grandfather died.
He can be late to the first one, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only get 2 chances to be late to your grandfather's funeral.
I mean, hypothetically. All right, he'll be 20 minutes to an hour late to church on Wednesday.
If he's Catholic, it's not a big deal because it goes on forever.
No,
Or
they're
she-
only an hour though. That's the entire.
Not Catholic.
Yeah, Catholic's only an hour.
Bullshit.
It definitely is an hour.
It feels longer.
That I will agree with. Yeah, that's only.
She said, we don't have to leave together. He's still in time for the service, but he says he'll get there early to help me set up, and then he skips the setup.
Wait, for the church? So she's
Yeah.
involved in the church? then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like
cool.
it,
Okay.
I've told him that this
Would
counts.
she tailgate?
We're doing shots for Jesus, honey.
We're tailgating, but I would go back to church, honestly.
If they did shots for Jesus.
I've told him this counts as lying and it hurts my feelings. After 2 weeks of promising his 12-year-old sister that he would pick her up at a certain time, he picked her up hours later and she felt lied to. And I didn't say anything about this to her, but she said to him on her own that she felt really like he didn't care and he just lied to her.
Yeah, I mean, 12 is such an impressionable age, too. Like, you know, you tell a 12-year-old you're going to do anything with them, they lose their mind. They're excited. An adult's going to hang out with me?
Honestly,
Yeah.
if you tell a man you'll do
It's also fair.
something, they get excited. Okay.
Yeah. Don't be
every-
hours late for that, though.
Every time it's not his fault. The weather hindered him. The job was bigger than he thought. Something broke and he had to fix it. Somebody was late and put him behind. It's never his own responsibility.
Boy, does that sound familiar?
Listen,
Kendall's never been on time for anything.
And it's never her fault.
We started telling her the podcast started an hour before it did,
Yeah.
just so she showed up on time.
and
And
it
she's
worked.
still late.
Here's my wait. Can I take a side?
Yeah.
note? Here's my biggest problem
With being late?
living with someone that's late. Is that when you are ready on time,
it's
you
the worst.
then are
I know what you're
defaulted
gonna
to
say.
do everything,
all the tasks.
to help them now get ready. Now you're doing like
the
you,
dogs,
you
take
should
them out,
if
get
you're
my
on
drink.
time, you should be able to go sit in the on time zone.
Yeah.
And not be like asked to do any other task because you're ready, your shoes are on, you're ready to walk out that
Okay,
door.
And,
fair.
and there's nothing worse than being ready when like the other person's not ready, because then you're just waiting to leave and like
But you're not because she gives me tasks.
Well, no, but for me, like if I have something going on that day, like if it's like let's say I'm playing golf, like I always schedule my tee time in the morning.
Yeah.
'Cause I like to get up and just do it. Like I don't like to wait around. I like to just
Right.
get up and go. That's the hardest part about doing comedy is like, especially when you get to the position
Yeah,
like
it's late.
you're headlining or you're on a show
Yeah.
where there's a lot of comics, like you're going up later in the night, you're there and you're like, I want to do it, and you have to wait. Waiting is the worst part of anything. So to be ready and waiting. That's why, like, Alana, like, she told me yesterday, we were going to a party, and she was like, hey, we're leaving in 10 minutes. I'm like, I know,
Yeah.
and I'll be ready. And we left 10 minutes late because she's got to check every door in her house, make
Well,
sure
that's
it's shut.
wild because Alana's a very on time person.
No, we
She
left
is.
10 minutes late because of another thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Womanly issues.
Sex. No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah.
No,
Made
well, here's the
love.
thing. I feel like when I'm running a little bit late, and
That's
then
never
I
happened.
Hold
a
on.
little bit late is on time for you.
Let me
little late, we
finish the
wouldn't
sentence.
yeah.
Giving you other things to do is like, oh, well, we won't be later if you do these things.
Again,
that
she's
we
not
have to
wrong,
do.
'cause
She's
put
not
them-
wrong,
she
but
put them
then
all off,
now
yeah.
I'm penalized for being on time.
That's fair.
for being ready. So it doesn't. I should be late.
But you also look like a bad person because you're also late.
I
by
know.
It
default.
won't matter if he's late. I will be later.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
All right,
fair.
go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt
sorry.
you. Go ahead.
Anyway, I mean, you're not wrong. I knew when I brought this up, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get so much shit for this. Like offered myself as the
Kendall,
sacrifice.
can I
this
tell
week.
you?
Yeah.
We do love you.
Yeah,
we
we
just,
do.
you know,
Thanks, guys.
just
I try.
You don't.
So look, Stoey loves me. Oh my goodness. Okay. So
gruff.
anyway, yesterday I had to go. He had to go an hour away for something for a job, and he's been having problems with his truck. And he said that he had a friend coming that was gonna, and he was gonna think about having him drive. Well, I get a call an hour and 20 minutes before my first ultrasound appointment that his truck broke down. And he decided to just have his friend ride with him so he wouldn't miss the appointment. I was livid. He lied again. I had to listen to my baby's heartbeat for the first time alone.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not only her baby's heartbeat, his baby's heartbeat as well. So it's not just hers, it's his too.
Yeah.
So he missed his child's first heartbeat.
Do we know it's his? I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
it's fair.
totally joking. Okay. So they gave me photos of the ultrasound and I hid them. He's mad and he says I'm punishing him for something that was out of control. And I said, this is a natural consequence to his chronic lateness. It's always not his fault or he doesn't mean to.
I mean, to be fair, this time it doesn't sound like it was his fault. His car broke down.
For sure. But I think this is a culmination of things. But you're right.
Well, it's never his fault. So he could have just been saying his truck wasn't working the right way. You know what I mean? Like, just be like, just to cover up his lateness.
That's
Yeah.
a good point. She said your only consequence usually is like other people's hurt feelings, and this time you don't get to see your kid because you didn't plan to make sure you could make it.
Ouch.
My next appointment is in 2 weeks, so it's not like he has to wait forever to have another chance. So I think this is a fair consequence. He thinks I'm being irrational, so am I the asshole?
I think when it gets to situations like this and it's constant, like you have to make it hurt so that they know to be on time. Like, because clearly he's late for everything and it hasn't changed. So like making him miss something that's super significant like this is like something that could push him in the right direction.
Right.
I think she's overplaying how important, how much a guy enjoys seeing an ultrasound
Also
picture.
fair.
Point two.
I mean, hey, we'll all
It's their first
pretend. But
Yeah, but I mean, it's your first kid. I think I feel like I would be emotional in that situation to hear a heartbeat
Mike,
like
you
that.
have 2 kids. Did
Yeah.
you know?
He missed the
I'll
first
be
one.
honest, neither ultrasound picture moved the needle. Yeah. It looks like every other ultrasound
Yeah.
picture
To be
you've
fair,
ever
Mike,
seen. It looks like nothing.
You didn't want that.
No, it just doesn't. I mean,
Your boys are great, by the way.
No, it's just I
good
appreciate
people.
it, but
Oh,
it's
they're
just
the best.
yeah. I don't know.
But I feel like if he's genuinely showing that he cares,
Yeah.
that it's going to help him be on time next time. Is she the asshole for not showing him the ultrasound? Yeah, probably. I mean, because it's still his kid, and he's like, this is a big moment in his life. He's
Yeah.
23.
His car broke down.
His car
this
did
time.
break down. I mean, again,
We
that
got to
seems-
assume that's
we're going to
correct.
assume that's true.
Yeah.
She said that his car broke down, and that happened.
It's also sucks for her because she had to go through that whole appointment by herself. It's like that's what we're not taking into consideration here. Like it's a joint process. You know what I mean? Like you're both the parents, and she's like, I guess I'm just going to go through this ultrasound alone.
He's
because
23. It's probably good for her to get used to doing everything by herself anyway.
His brain isn't even fully formed
There's a
yet.
good chance
Yeah.
that that's how the first couple years are going to go.
Yeah, he can't run a car yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
2 things.
Crazy.
One, all the comments were like, you can reschedule an ultrasound appointment unless it was like an emergency or a thing.
She was already there.
No, I don't. Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were going to meet there because
Yeah.
his car broke down, right?
I get a call an hour and 20 minutes before.
Right.
Yeah,
so she
she
was
could.
already there.
An hour and 20 minutes.
Derek would have been
before?
there an hour and
Derek would have
If you've
been
ever
there.
done a comedy show with Derek, you'd be there an hour and 20 minutes before the appointment.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think. Unless they live very far away. She
Well,
said
but-
she got the call an hour and 20 minutes before that.
Yeah,
Also,
she
I
could have
know.
rescheduled.
I'm not saying she
yeah.
had to cancel it either, but
you
if
reschedule it, but at the same time, it's like if you schedule an ultrasound, like you want to make sure, especially for the first one, you want to make sure everything's right. Like,
Right.
you want to make sure that the heartbeat's
Yeah.
there, things
I'm
like
not
that. Like,
saying she shouldn't have gone.
And-
I'm saying if she was like, oh, I want the first time for him to be there and
Yeah.
this thing happened, this thing is not.
I think we're discrediting
his
like
fault.
how excited she probably was too. Like
Right.
it's her child.
Yeah,
Like
but
she
she's
doesn't
saying
want to
if she- But if she
reschedule.
wanted to share in the moment, she might have had
She
to
could
wait.
have
under-
waited, or she could have went and not been mad.
Or
at
he
him.
could have just not been late. They could have
But
rode
his
together.
car broke
His car
down.
broke
If
down.
we take him for his word on this,
Okay, if we
his
take him-
car broke this day whether he's been late his entire life, this day
Yes.
was extenuating
But
circumstance.
if she knew his car broke down in more than an hour and 20 minutes before, she could have picked him up
that
and
too.
drove him there to make sure they should have rode together to make sure he was on time.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Can I give you an update?
Yes.
The day after he missed the appointment and I made this post, he fell off the back of his truck.
And died.
No.
Now he's going to be late to everything.
Okay, good. Yeah. He was late for his own funeral.
The hearse broke down.
He had to get life flighted to hospital. He had a concussion.
Oh, shit.
A few days later, he feels better.
She's like, but I was on time to hear his heartbeat.
Yeah.
She said, I feel like I started to see things in the other perspective at this point. Our pastor pointed out things that we both need to do better. He made it to my second appointment.
Hey.
Okay, all
And
right.
he cried when he
Gross.
heard the heartbeat. I gave him the first ultrasound photos so he could see the difference. He said, oh my gosh, he looked for them.
I don't even recognize that person.
And you
I don't even remember your first appointment because I have a concussion.
Yeah. Who are you?
we have kids.
Yeah. We're about to.
I do what?
So she showed him later. So she said everything kind of worked out, but it was an insane couple days, and I'll see if he actually changes in the future.
That is also a great point too. Like being petty and holding something over someone's head like that. Like you never know when shit's gonna happen.
Right.
This did put things into perspective for me in a sentence. Like in one sentence, I was like, oh, he's the asshole.
Yeah.
And in the second sentence, like, he could have died. Like you know.
Poor little
Fell off a truck a day ago.
Yeah. Well, I thought you said that was a fan submission.
Wait, was it?
No, 'cause
Yeah,
you
it
said there
was.
were comments and
Yeah.
an update.
There was an update. She put it in there.
She sent you an update.
She sent, yeah, it was in the whole thing.
Oh, she updated the story
Right.
from the. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I was
That
confused.
Nice of her.
If I said fan comments, I lied. But she put an update in the story.
Okay. All
Can
right.
she keep us updated going forward?
Yeah. What do you?
I like to
name
be
the
involved
kid?
in this child's life now that I feel like.
I feel like we should get to name the child.
Yeah, when
we
is
should get
she
to name
due?
the child, or at least the middle name.
Let's name it Sasha.
Sasha.
Now you got to go.
I'm just kidding.
What if it's a boy?
We could name it Latte because his father's always late.
That's actually amazing.
French. Yeah, I know. I'm really good at naming kids.
Latte is Italian.
Yeah, maybe he's Italian. What's his name?
We don't know. Mike.
Mike.
Well, Mike in quotes. She
Mike's
said.
Italian.
Mike the third.
Mike the third.
Michelangelo.
Are you a junior?
No.
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah, that's a weird. Yeah.
Is she the asshole for
hiding the picture in the first
place? I don't think I
say
think
no.
I think it's a consequence of his own actions.
Right.
And it's a constant consequence of his own actions.
He's 23, so it's not the worst idea to try to course
Pick it out of
correct
him.
him a little
Yeah.
bit. It's a little extended parenting with a 23-year-old. You have to do.
You got to hold hands. I'm
Yeah, you gotta
34.
hold
I
hands.
need
absolutely.
parenting.
Guys take
Yeah.
a long time to get there, And but this sounds like they're moving in the good direction.
I think by making it like so severe like that, like what she did, was he late for their wedding? I'm interested to know. I would
Ooh,
love to know if he was on time
question.
for their wedding, like the biggest day of both of their lives.
I like when she told him that she was pregnant. She said she was late in her period. He was like, "Oh, great, you're going to blame that on me too."
My period's late. It's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
My truck broke down.
Yeah.
Inside of you.
Yeah. Yeah, being late so worst.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's fine.
is an intervention for me.
We wrote letters. That's
I have another friend who's also chronically late to everything. You guys are
hate
pretty
them?
neck and neck. No, she's one of my
sorry.
best friends.
no. The best part is like on Taylor Swift Day, because she went to Taylor Swift with us.
I wasn't late for Taylor Swift.
We kept screwing with her. We're like, because we knew she was gonna be late. We're like, we were like, we're going in at this time, whether you're here or
Yeah.
not. And like, we kept making
We
her
all
feel-
rode
and-
separate because
Yeah.
they were coming from a separate
part of town.
part of town. Yeah.
And she was like, when she got there, she was in tears because how much we bullied.
Derek bullied her so much about it.
It's tough. It's some circumstances are tough.
She was like, guys, just not today. Not today.
Not
This is the
today,
most important
guys.
day of my life.
Taylor Swift Day.
It's the
When I
best.
have a local show and Kendall's going, it's like we can't be late. Like you understand, like this one's not an option for you to be late. Like,
Okay.
we have to be there.
In my defense,
You're indefensible.
Yeah.
no, I've never made you late for a comedy show. I've never made us late for a flight. I've never made us late for things that like were out of our
That
control
matter.
that we had to be.
fair.
Yeah.
No, and I know a lot of things mattered. So that sounds like I'm being shitty. Like this
Did
doesn't
you
matter.
miss your favorite grandfather's funeral?
I did not.
Okay.
I don't know that I had a favorite grandfather, but also did not. But like, also lie to me. Tell me the podcast.
It's fair.
Or something is an hour earlier, and then I'll be 30 minutes late, and then I'll be 30 minutes early.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm
Try.
perpetually on time. Like Mike said, he's
You
not.
are.
Yeah, I'm a big
On time is an
on-timer, too.
You're
understatement.
extreme in the other direction.
Yeah.
If Mike and Derek have a show at 7 p.m.
I'm always
and they have to
worried.
leave at 6, Derek shows up at our house at 3:35.
We're tailgating at that point.
And apologizes for being late.
There was so much traffic. We only have
We're
2.5 minutes to get to the show.
we're only going to get there 4 hours early. I apologize.
I'm the worst at that. But I will say,
We've showed up at shows that they haven't even built the restaurant. Or the venue's not even built.
The stage isn't built yet.
We're there early.
It's under construction.
and you're welcome. Sorry, I care. I will say this could go either way because you could be the asshole for keeping something like this serious in his life. But I'm going to say not the asshole
No.
because you're course correcting him now. Because when something like even bigger, like again, the birth of your child, like because you don't know when that's going to happen. If assuming it's not a C-section, like you're going to give natural birth to this child, like he's going to be late to that. Like that's unforgivable.
I'm only saying not the asshole because you were very aware that you had an appointment in 2 weeks and you knew this was a short-term punishment.
Right. That's a good point.
So,
too.
so I'll say not the asshole.
I don't think she's the asshole. I think
Lana?
that's
I don't think she's the asshole either.
yeah. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I would take that punishment.
Yeah.
If we get pregnant and Mike goes to the ultrasound and I miss it and he doesn't want to
Yeah,
show
they're
me.
gonna be like, so you just rub my belly a little bit?
You should give your opinion like 20 minutes from now.
Actually, give it next week. On the
Yeah, you should give a late opinion.
Hey, that girl was not the asshole. All right, are we ready
We're
for
ready.
more?
Yes.
Here's the problem. I have a lot of options for this one. Okay. Am I the asshole for asking for a gift receipt for a baby shower gift?
Okay. But if she had double or something, like I understand that. So
sure.
that
Maybe.
could be it. Yeah.
Maybe that's the story. Maybe it's not, Derek.
Could be. I might not be. I'm just saying in my head that.
Right? Love it. Or am I the asshole for not telling my friend that she was getting fired and that I saved her job, which led to her getting super fired?
How do you get super fired?
I've been
Fired
super
made me
fired
laugh so
before.
hard.
Have you really?
I mean, I've been fired a few times.
I've been fired once.
I've been
Every
fired
time
before, yeah.
justifiable, but for the wrong reason.
I got fired pretty unjustifiably, but that's
Yeah.
neither here nor there.
I've
But
never been fired.
Really? It's a
I've only had
bad
like
feeling.
3 jobs in
wait
my
till
life.
next week when that seat's empty on the podcast.
Stowie's sitting there with a sweatshirt on.
Yeah, it's like could she might be late or
Yeah.
she might be fired. We're not sure. I like the super fired one.
Yeah,
That's just
super
me.
fired is a cool term.
Super fired is a good term. All right, you guys want
Let's do super fired.
Dun, dun.
Lon, read super fired.
And honestly,
fired.
I feel like this is like a very Alana story. Like I feel like
I have been super fired before from Jersey Mike's in high school.
You got fired?
super fired.
Super fired.
What
From
From
happened?
Jersey Mike's. You have
What
to
happened?
Mike's.
What did you do?
What'd
to
you
get fired?
do?
Well, I was only like 2 or 3 days in. And I think it was the 3rd day they put me on the cash register. I was like 17. And by the end of the day, I was still like I had never worked at a cash register before.
Okay.
Like dealt with like money in that way.
Okay.
And they said at the end of the day, they pulled me to the back. They said, you didn't learn the cash register fast enough.
No
This
way,
is
they
going to be your
fired you.
last
Did they
day.
accuse you of stealing money?
No, she was just slow.
They basically said I wasn't smart.
Yeah. She's used to getting money shoved in her bra.
First job I ever had was in Wildwood, New Jersey. Me and like my brother and 2 friends went up to vacation, ran out of money in the first like 2 days.
Got a job.
And got jobs. And I was like 16 and
Yeah.
worked for the summer.
Hilarious.
I worked for a bingo. It was fast. It was called Fascination, where you rolled balls for bingos. Like old people would come in, and it was a dime a game or 20 cents a game. And after you collect dimes all day, you're like, I could just steal these dimes. And
Back then, a dime was a lot of money.
about a month after working there, they pulled me in the office and they said about how they counted, how like every time they hit a light, it counted or something like that. I'm like, oh, they're keeping tabs. I would leave there with like pocket full of dimes.
Like, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
like I had spurs on or
They're
something.
like, this jean shirt's got real heavy,
Yeah,
Mike.
they fired me for stealing dimes.
Do you know how much you got?
Oh, I mean,
Like at least $1.20.
poundage. It was a lot of pounds. It was probably like $47 in dimes.
That's a lot of dimes.
It's a lot of
That's
dimes.
470 dimes.
Yeah, I got fired for stealing a lot of dimes.
Oh,
That's hilarious. You also got fired for a secret shopper.
Yeah, I was thinking that right when.
a
after I
lot
said
has been
that-
fired twice.
Yeah, from Hickory Tavern.
I would have guessed you had never been fired.
Never.
Yeah,
I would have guessed I would have been fired.
Yeah.
I worked
You
at a
definitely.
restaurant in college in North Carolina called Hickory Tavern, and I waited on a secret shopper.
Oh, okay.
And she wanted to know where the fish was that she was ordering off the menu, where the fish was coming from.
Right.
And I was like,
It's right here on the
In the
I
menu.
don't
water.
know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like this was a fancy restaurant; it was a tavern.
Okay.
And so I
I think
went
it's coming from a freezer in the back.
From
I
some
went
truck.
back and asked the manager, and he didn't know. And I told her like we're not sure, and she was like, I'm allergic to the iodine in the Gulf of Mexico, which I think iodine is like just salt,
Yes.
right?
I mean, it's like added.
An additive,
Yeah.
in salt, maybe.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
know. And she was a secret shopper, and she got me fired. Plus, that manager hated me. He had it out for me. I don't know why.
How long did you work there before you got fired?
At Hickory Tavern? I worked at 2 locations, one up at college and one near my parents' house. So probably a good like 2 years.
So you were like a superstar worker.
You transferred
Yeah.
with this
I was a
company.
hostess at the one by my parents' house and a server at the one up at college.
And
You
they
were on the
fired
fast
you.
track.
That's
Getting
it.
fired is the worst, man.
It's wild because if the manager didn't know, why should you
Yeah,
know?
why is that my fault?
Yeah.
Hickory Tavern.
Also fair. Also fair. 'Cause she just name dropped too. She didn't give a shit.
I'll be honest,
Hickory
I don't know.
I
I don't know why you got
know.
fired.
I enjoyed working there too.
We love being servers.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right. Am I the asshole for not telling my friend she was getting fired and that I saved her job, which led to her getting super fired?
Super fired is the
I
best.
forgot that was a word.
Super fired.
Super fired.
I work with my best friend's girlfriend.
Okay.
Her and I are friendly, but not really friends. If it weren't for her relationship with Jeremy, I would not be friends with her.
Oh.
I told her about the job in question and even put in a good word for her. She wasn't working out and she tried her best, but she had a personality clash with her supervisor and she was still in the 90-day probationary period. So she was going to be terminated with no notice. That is life.
That is life.
Life in the
That
fast
is-
lane.
It happens.
We regularly hire a bunch of people and keep the good ones and dismiss the ones that can't cut it or aren't a good fit. And we actually were getting rid of over a dozen people that day. I know that her and Jeremy aren't doing well financially, so I stepped in and volunteered to take her on my team. It would be a lateral move for her. And I didn't really need her, but my boss gives me a lot of freedom in my department. I
Okay.
didn't
Nice friend.
She's being nice.
Yeah. I didn't want to freak her out, so I never told her she was not working out well on her team.
Oh.
To say the least, I can understand why she didn't work out. She is great at her job and a hard worker, but God almighty, she has a terrible job site personality.
Yeah, that's
Same.
important.
It happens. You say same.
Yeah. She rubs everyone the wrong way, including my supervisor, and he actually questioned my decision to transfer her to my team.
Oh. Shit.
So I couldn't protect her from herself. Originally, she was just being terminated, and that was that. She would have been free to reapply to the company, and now she is on the NERF list.
It's. I think it tells you what it is. Never.
Not eligible for rehire.
There we go.
I would not have gotten there.
I
from
wouldn't
there.
have
I would
either.
not have gotten
I
there.
knew it was in there. I
No.
would have had no idea.
Yeah.
Never.
She really thought the reason I got her to my team was because she needed her help. Or because we needed her help, I'm sorry. She alienated everyone. Again, she is good at the job and incredibly dedicated. She just is a shitty person to work with and she brings down morale.
No, she's really good at her job, but God, she sucks as a human.
Yeah.
Such a bitch.
I told Jeremy what happened and he said he understood, but she is pissed. And she said that if I had told her that she was on the chopping block, she would have behaved differently. She said it's kind of my fault for not warning her. I don't know. I feel bad for her, but she kind of dug her own grave.
Yeah, if you have to get a warning for that you're not doing a good job to behave differently or that you're not a good person to behave differently, that was going to last for a week maybe, and then you're going to fall right back into who you actually are as a person.
Yeah, you should have told me that was a reason. I would have stopped being like,
oh, it's because people don't like me?
Oh.
Totally justifiable.
yeah, I get that. You should have said something. Yeah. What kind of job was it? Did they say
No,
what
it
kind of
sounds
work?
office-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound officey because she said, I'll bring her over to my team. You don't have teams in like a fast food restaurant.
No,
Like
and that's something that needs to be addressed in fast food world.
yeah.
I like to be on a team where I work.
My
like to be on a
pleasure.
team?
My pleasure. Yeah, I mean, you're not the asshole because here's the thing. You didn't get her super fired. You tried to save her job. She was going to get fired regardless. And I think if anything, you bought her 2 extra weeks.
Why did she call it super fired?
Because now she's on the
Because
never
now
hire
she's on the
again
never
list.
hire list.
Yeah, she was.
Like she was in a
super
probationary period.
Right. She was originally she was on a 90-day probationary period. She was just going to get terminated, just let go. And now she could have reapplied for a job there. Yeah. The thing is, like, you were always going to get fired. It was just a matter of when.
Do they really need a do not rehire list for people that are fired though? Like, could you really fire someone then like a month later be like, should we hire this person? We fired them last month.
Well, I think under a different division or something like that. Like maybe they weren't.
Yeah, I can think of an
role.
instance in my company where someone has like quit 3 times and they've got to be on that
I
nerf
could
list
see
now at
quitting,
this
but
point.
like if you fire someone, I couldn't see being like, if I got fired from a job, I wouldn't be like, well, I should apply there.
Yeah, also
Like,
also fair.
I've
Also
been fired
fair.
from there in 6 months.
Yeah.
You should apply back there.
To be 100% fair, when I got fired from my job at a golf course, I reapplied to because they got new
At the
owners.
same golf course?
Yeah, because they got new owners. So
makes sense.
I was like, maybe it'll be better this time.
Did they hire you?
Oh yeah. It wasn't
Did you
better.
get fired?
Was that-
again?
was it-
No, I
was
didn't
not
get, I didn't
better?
get fired, but I ended up leaving, and getting a different position. But you're not the asshole because I feel like you were trying to save her from herself,
Right.
And what's important in this situation is people are who they show you they are, and I
Yep.
think it's important to remember that in all phases of life.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely not the asshole. You bought, like you said, you bought her 2 more weeks.
Right. Yeah.
She was going to get fired anyway.
Yeah.
maybe
That
she-
usually is tough to reverse once it starts.
100%.
Once you're in the crosshairs.
Once you get put on like a performance plan or like
Yeah.
you get put in like in a situation like that, like, yeah, it's on they're just doing legal documents so that they can
Yeah.
fire you without you any recourse.
Well, you've never been fired, Kendall? Because I would think you're the worst worker here. And
First
you're the
of
only
all-
one that's never been fired.
I
Rude.
got fired twice.
Second
I've
of
been
all,
fired 3
no,
times.
I worked at my first job ever was at Red Lobster.
You should definitely fire.
And they transferred me to California when I moved
Look
there.
at you transferring.
You know,
Well,
you
like
could've
I
ju-
asked
you-
them
to be
to.
fair, you could have just applied at Red Lobster in
Yeah.
California.
Actually, Derek, they were not hiring anybody, and it was in my town, and they said, we're only letting you come on staff because this person did it. So, no, I did Red Lobster, and then I worked as a high school college teacher, which is a story for
We've
another
talked
time.
about that.
Should have been fired though.
And I probably should have been fired from that, but they offered me a job. And then I was a band manager and worked at a law firm, and I was a waitress, and now I do Arbonne, and I've never been fired from anything.
Never been fired.
Suck it, motherfuckers.
I got fired recently. Yeah, from that new homes job
Yeah,
that
you
I
did.
had a couple years ago.
Damn.
Oh, I already forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I've
Yeah.
only had 5 jobs in my life.
Yeah, I haven't
Did
had that
just say
many
5?
either. Yeah, I haven't had that many.
I got
either.
fired like 5 years
Yeah.
ago from a job, and I was like, they should have fired me for 100 other reasons. I was mad because they fired me for
he
one I
was-
did not deserve.
Yeah,
And that was the sticking
that was his
point.
sticking point for sure.
Yeah.
He was like, they didn't fire me for these things they could have.
for the right reason.
This
But-
isn't the right reason.
But they did fire me right before COVID, so I had like a year and a half of unemployment.
nice. That's the best.
That was pretty good.
Dude, last time I got fired, I was so mad because I was real good at the job, and I was so mad that I got fired. I was like, I called an attorney. He's like, do I have a case? And he was like, I was like, they fired me and another man, and we're the only 2 men on the team. And he was like,
Oh,
he's like, you're a white man. He was like,
Nope.
you have no shot.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm just mad anyway.
Hold on, let me transfer you to the white man division of
Complaint department.
complaint department.
Oh, is this America? No, you don't. You know the case. I was just so, but it was just, I know it's irrational now looking back on, but I was so mad that I got fired because I was like, I didn't deserve it at all.
When I got fired, I was mad that everyone that I was friends with didn't leave with me. I fully thought we had like a Jerry
Like a
Maguire
picket
moment.
line?
Yeah,
Mike
like
was
we
like,
out
"Let's
of
go."
here. Let's walk, guys, and like literally no one comes with you. And you're like,
I'll start.
Yeah,
I'll do it first.
or you guys do it later.
Yeah.
You guys do it later. That will phase them all in.
Yeah, whenever you get off your
Yeah.
shift, I'll be out here mad.
Well, yeah, obviously work tomorrow, but after that, we're gonna all walk. Yeah, nobody left.
Yeah, Kendall, I'm not saying this in a negative way, but it's just shocking that you.
Yeah.
I think for life experience in general,
I've
Yeah.
had 6
I feel
jobs.
like it's been like I feel like everybody gets fired at some
Like
point.
75 jobs. You've only had 6 jobs.
I mean, yeah, that's why I just
that
counted.
mattered.
I've
yeah.
literally had probably
I've only had
jobs.
6.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've had less than 10.
Six.
I've only had 6.
I probably had less than 10.
I mean, if I count like Jersey Mike's,
well, you only worked for 3 days.
Yeah, you got
yeah.
yeah, you can't count that on your resume.
You worked at Carl's for a day.
I'm gonna call your manager there and get a reference.
No, I did Red
I've
Lobster.
had like 6 or 7.
I did Red Lobster, teaching, bands, lawyers. No, I didn't do lawyers. Law firm,
I feel like you did. Might have. That's why you didn't get fired.
She's definitely done lawyers.
law firm, Nakama, Arbonne.
Yeah.
Does the podcast count?
Yeah,
7.
it does now for
Now I have
sure.
7 jobs.
Well, this is a job that doesn't pay, so
Yeah.
more of a
More
Yeah,
of a can't fire me.
a job
definitely
you
not.
make
more of
money
a
at.
mission trip.
We should fire her for being late.
Yeah, but then we have to fire you because you drive her here.
Yeah, we could work that out.
Do you think you could work a 9 to 5 with like your? No offense, but do
No.
you think you could work a 9 to 5 with your late quality?
Okay, first of all, that's 2-parter.
No.
Yes, I used to work at a law firm where I had to be there at a certain time. I was on time
But
for that.
did you have the late issue back then? Like, were you chronically
Like I
late?
said, it's like things that like if I have to be at a certain place.
I feel like you're cute enough that you got away with being like a half hour late. Be
Yeah.
like, sorry, the bus
I
was
brought
late.
coffee.
Yeah.
I used to sit
Sorry
in
about
traffic.
that.
No, I've never. I'm sure I was late. For
Have you guys ever heard of rush hour?
Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah. Listen,
every day is this busy.
No, I couldn't work a 9 to 5 because I'm unemployable right now. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't sit somewhere and have someone tell me.
You're
what
like,
to do.
people get up before 9?
Yeah,
That would be the first
I'll be
problem.
honest.
Are you saying
You
9 p.m.?
also don't wake up, which is fine.
Yeah,
I know.
that's a you thing. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
not a
you're a
you
night
thing, but I'm
owl.
saying like that's
You're a night
you've
owl.
earned
Yeah.
a spot in your life where you don't have to do that.
Yeah, you've
I don't,
earned
Thank
it.
you.
You've
Yeah.
earned it.
I've earned it.
Yeah, I don't think I
I've
could
worked
do a
hard.
9 to 5 because I just think it would be so mind numbing to
That's
go into
my
an
point.
office every day. For
I don't go into an office every day. work
I
a
know,
9 to
but you're
5.
weird.
I have a unique job.
Kendall will send me a text saying, "Hey, if you don't hear from me by 10 a.m., wake me up."
Yeah.
That was years ago, but you're not wrong.
Was it? You should get a taser anyway. Just
Okay, wait.
Let's do it.
We read the fired one. What did I say it was against? I don't have them in order this time.
Oh,
Like just now, I read the
Super fired.
yeah,
super fired, and what was the other one I had said
that
that we didn't read?
15 minutes ago.
I know. Thank
Well,
you.
if you read it again, we'll definitely know.
Yeah, we'll
we'll
know.
definitely remember.
Was it the grandfather's funeral?
Yes. No.
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 Okay.
Read that one. Read
All
the
right.
title.
Am I the asshole for choosing to go to my grandfather's funeral over my unborn daughter's 20-week ultrasound? Or am I the asshole for sitting? Did I say
No,
that?
but it's so weird because we did this. The first story
We
we
did
did
it.
was
I know,
the
there
was
user
like- I know
submission, and he missed his, and he also
Right.
was late to his grandfather's
Right,
That's
funeral.
what
right.
threw me off.
Yeah.
On it. I'm like, we talked about it,
But different. So I didn't
weird.
say that.
No,
So what was the other one I said? The baby shower gift.
we'll read the title.
Returning a baby shower
Thank
gift.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did read
Gift
that one.
receipt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
Regroup. Boop. Okay. Am I the asshole for choosing to go to my grandfather's funeral over my unborn daughter's 20-week ultrasound? Or am I the asshole for sitting braless in my garden?
Okay, so we're gonna do the braless and garden only
obviously.
because we just learned from the other one. Oh, is it baby?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The funeral one's way better.
Okay, then just let me
Sorry.
just tell you this: you
anybody-
can reschedule an ultrasound. We learned from our
We did
last.
learn
from
that.
our last
Wait, is everyone wearing a bra in the other one?
Maybe.
at the funeral.
Yeah, I'm not. All right. Not that
We
into
can do either way. If you guys want to go braless, let's go braless.
No.
No, go ahead,
You
okay.
said you were very adamant that
Yeah.
was a better story,
Let's
and
hear
we
it.
trust
I
you.
just
You
think it's
read 'em.
interesting.
You read them.
Let's hear it.
We haven't read these yet.
No, and also
just
that
love
was the
no
last
bras.
episode. Okay, episode.
We're just a fan of you guys being comfortable without a bra on. That's all. Sorry.
Sorry, we care.
Yeah.
Samesies.
Sorry.
Okay.
Imagine if a dog wore a bra, they'd have to wear 6 of them because they have all this nipples.
They have a lot of nipples. Was it my turn or your turn?
It's your turn.
Your turn.
Oh, okay. Am I the asshole for choosing to go to my grandfather's funeral over my unborn daughter's 20-week ultrasound?
I would go to the funeral.
Thank you.
Well, you would have to be at the ultrasound too, or else it wouldn't happen.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm the woman.
That's a good point.
To be fair,
I mean,
without
my
you there, the
grandparents.
ultrasound gets real weird. Like, I don't
I
see the
guess-
baby at all.
I guess put it on my stomach, doc. Let's see what we can find
Derek's
out.
like, I know it's cold.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a hibachi last night. Let's see what happens.
Hibachi sounds good.
Oh, let's do that. Okay.
Broccoli.
My wife and I are expecting a baby girl due in November. He's 26 male, she's 25 female. We're both very excited for it. I've been talking to her through my wife's belly. Oh, the baby.
Sometimes I talk to my wife through her belly too.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like, do
know.
you want to get dinner?
Yes. I'm very excited to feel kicks, all the fun stuff. 3 weeks ago,
he's gonna be good dad. He
Yeah.
feels like he's gonna be good.
he
dad.
sounds excited. 3 weeks ago, we scheduled the 20-week ultrasound appointment.
So exciting.
Yeah, because at 25, it can go either way. The baby can be exciting, or it can be like, oh no.
It can.
Like, whoops.
It can. The last week and a half, my grandfather's health had been slowly diminishing. I had talked with my father and my family, and we were told that sometime within a week of his passing, we're going to end up having the funeral. So this made my wife and I talk about the plan. I was asked to participate in the funeral. She said she would probably stay home with the dogs so we didn't have to board them, and that I could go by myself because it's a 4.5-hour trip up north to where my father lives.
Okay, I was gonna say it had to be if she's not going with because
Right.
of the dogs. Like it couldn't just be like, hey, it's just down the street. We can't leave it for an
Yeah.
hour.
Right.
No thanks.
Unfortunately, my grandfather passed away late last night. I called my father to make sure he was okay, and he was holding on as much as one could. But then I was told that the funeral would be held on 10 a.m. on Wednesday, and this happens to be the exact same day that my wife has the ultrasound. My wife is now upset that I'm going to my grandfather's funeral
Good
instead
for
of the
her.
ultrasound.
Yeah.
Good for her. That selfish bastard died.
How
The
dare
same
you?
day.
Yeah. Come on.
I said, well, we could FaceTime. It's my grandfather. And I know
Yeah.
FaceTime's not the same, but she said, yeah, but this is your daughter. So now she's upset at me, and I'm emotionally torn because I'm very excited for my baby girl, but I'm also really, really sad about my grandfather.
You know at 20 weeks if it's a boy or girl?
That's 5 months.
Don't know. 22. I would say yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
I've never
I mean,
birthed
obviously.
a child, so I don't know. We'll Google it. He said, I just need to know if I'm the asshole here. My wife's feelings are always going to be valid, but I feel like mine aren't being considered in this situation.
100%.
Yeah,
they're not.
that's really
100%.
shitty of her.
Very
Yeah.
shitty of her.
You got to
Shockingly shitty of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your grandfather.
But, I mean, and I'm not making
Go.
excuses for
Go.
her. What I am saying is that hormonally, women are probably a train wreck when they're pregnant.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
there's
Like,
gotta
like
be
Yeah, but
something
a
that kicks
comment
in,
like
that
this
feels like
doesn't
common. I was going to
sound
say the
right.
same thing. That feels like common sense.
basic
It's a
human
death.
decency.
When the sentence comes out, are you really going to go to your grandfather's funeral?
yeah.
That should be like, wait a minute, that
Yeah.
didn't sound.
I'm not trying to justify. I'm just
Right,
saying. Like,
right.
I'm just saying. Like, she could just be emotionally unstable right now, and to the point where she's like, "I need you there." The other thing that we did learn, it's really easy to reschedule an ultrasound for like 20 weeks and 2 days. You know what I mean?
we
Like,
did learn
Yeah. So like, she could have rescheduled. The fact that she's not willing to reschedule, or that wasn't her first comment, wasn't like, "Hey, we should look into rescheduling this," and it was like, "You're really gonna go to that?"
Yeah, like her first comment wasn't like, "Hey, I'm in a very dangerous like I'm in a delicate
Right.
delivery or not
Or like a-
delivery,
yeah,
like she had a
emotion.
problem.
yeah,
or
like I'm having a lot of
issues.
issues and stuff." She's just like, "No, I got a normal appointment, and I can't believe you're going to go to your grandfather's funeral for
Yeah.
it and miss it."
Yeah.
It says that you can find out the sex of a child as early as 10 weeks.
Okay.
start
If he's got a
doing-
massive
14.
wiener.
So they do an anatomy scan at 18 to 22 weeks.
Okay.
That's the most common
Hey,
time for people to
I'm gonna do
find
an
out.
anatomy.
But that would have been like right now then. So he would have just found, they would be learning about the baby being a girl like at this exact moment then. 18
Well,
to
he
22
won't
weeks.
because he said,
Oh, right, because he
selfishly at the
already
funeral.
said baby girl.
Yeah, right. That's what
He
I'm
already
saying.
knows.
Yeah.
They know.
So this is just a checkup, ultrasound.
Just check up.
So she probably had one 2 weeks prior and she's
Maybe.
going to have one 2 weeks from now.
I mean,
And I get that you want to be
Right.
there for your kid's
Right.
birth and stuff,
Right.
and for your kids, the whole process of
Right.
it. Your grandfather
Yeah.
and your not even your grandfather, because he's not here, he's passed.
Fair.
It's the family that you're
Yeah.
going to be there for, his siblings or his kids and their wives and his wife if she's still alive, like all that stuff. Again, a funeral trumps everything. Like
Everything.
Yeah, I mean that.
now, let me play devil's advocate here. She was having the baby. It was planned for a
Right.
C-section on that Wednesday.
That's
You got to
different.
miss your grandfather's
birthing
funeral.
a baby. Yes.
Grandfather who at that point? You got two of them.
We learned a few weeks ago you should miss weddings for that too, right? Like
Right,
that was
yeah.
Like if the birth of a baby, different story.
For sure.
Right.
Ultrasound,
Reschedule.
you can change it
Or go yourself.
or go yourself.
And you get out of the funeral for her.
Was she?
Win-win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she gets to stay home.
Yeah.
I
Win-win.
You
I-
said win-win.
I don't think he's the asshole. And he seems
He's
like
definitely not the asshole.
again, he wrote the story, but he seems like a really good dude. Like he's like, my wife's feelings will always be valid.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you said that, Mike?
Yeah.
Say that sentence again.
When's the last time you said that?
Mike.
I always think your feelings are valid. Sometimes you're just, they're just a lot.
Yeah.
They're just wrong.
Valid's not the word I would use. Your feelings are always there's something.
Incorrect.
Or
No,
something.
no. I
lot.
do think like, you got to go to your grandfather's funeral. If she's not willing to reschedule, if she's willing to hold this over your head over it, like again, the kid's healthy, everything's good, like the
Right.
heartbeat's fine. Now,
Right.
the other shitty thing that could happen is like if there's like a miscarriage at 20 weeks, which is obviously a way bigger deal at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there'd be signs versus just an ultrasound. But like if you're not there when she gets that news, like you're never going to be able to forgive yourself.
Yeah, and he didn't. Yeah, I guess you can't always know.
No,
That's
you
a good
can't.
point.
Right.
So he didn't sound like there was something happening
Right.
with
No,
her.
you know what? That's why they have the appointment. That's why
Mike's
she
like,
wanted her
"Fuck your
there, wanted
grandfather.
him there.
Let's go.
Yeah. But I do think like true, like you reschedule that. You reschedule it.
Yeah.
It's only 4.5 hours. He's gonna go up. He's gonna go back.
Do it a couple days later.
Because when your grandfather or one of your grandparents passes away, it's not like your father or your mother passes away, like where you have to deal with all the other stuff that comes with it, like getting their will in order, things like that. Like it's a grandfather. Like they have kids that take care of that. Like your dad and your uncles and aunts are gonna take care of that. So like go up for the day, come back the next day, do the ultrasound. She's being very unreasonable and she's trying to like draw a line in the sand here that doesn't
Yeah.
need to be drawn.
Yeah.
She's gonna feel bad if they were left in the will.
Oh, it's a good point.
That might have made her feel different.
Yeah.
If grandfather was wealthy, she'd be there.
Yeah.
If grandfather was the last of that generation,
She said, "Fuck this baby."
Yeah.
Funeral.
you'd get to that funeral.
Find out if we got the sofa, babe.
Yeah.
Who got the jewelry?
Get that jewelry, babe. Put your name on that.
Yeah. Is this a silent auction?
It's a money grab.
You're not the asshole for going to your grandfather's funeral.
No.
Oh, man, not at all. You can always have another kid. You can't have
That's
another
true.
grandfather.
It's
Good
true.
point.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Well, you do get two grandfathers.
Well, yeah.
Sometimes.
Not everyone.
Not
everyone.
everybody.
That's true. I didn't know my other grandfather. I only knew the one.
I didn't know any of mine.
Yeah. My dad's dad passed away when he was real young.
I didn't. I knew mine, but my one passed away when I was really young.
Yeah.
Mike's. Oh, that was your great grandfather.
Yeah.
He was the murderer, right?
My great grandfather got the electric chair.
No, wait. What?
Wait,
How
did
have
we
I
never tell the story
known
before?
that?
Wait,
Hold
I
on.
said that
Hold on.
cash-
Buckle up, podcast
we
listeners.
Related to a murderer?
We will. Wait, I said it
Not
casually
just a murderer, a multi-murderer.
because I thought we'd told this
Yeah.
before, but we did not.
No, I've never.
And you know how much I love murder
Oh
stuff.
man,
Oh.
I gotta go. My great
Buckle up.
Hold on. I
Wait,
just
yeah.
want you to know.
Start- yeah.
I just want you to
Buckle up.
know that this
Buckle
is
up.
not an Am I the Asshole story. This is just, I'm just genuinely,
Yeah.
I can't wait for I
It
can't
sounds
wait for
like-
the comments under this. If you're here right now,
It's fascinating.
I'm so glad you held on to this podcast.
Am I the asshole
No
for
offense.
just telling you?
I think your great grandfather was probably an asshole.
yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
was. But you have to hear the
He
context.
was an asshole to a degree it's hard to even
Oh,
fathom.
it's wild.
He got accused.
Are you okay sharing this?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
100%.
all right, cool.
Yeah. So my great grandpa. This is in the 50s, right? 1940s.
Don't ask me, I don't know. I'll look
In
it up.
Duquesne, Pennsylvania.
Okay, I was
he
gonna
was the
ask.
chief of police, and he got accused of raping a young girl.
Oh.
And so, like, the people under him, the policemen under him, went to arrest him. And he said, hey, let me go say goodbye to my family at least. Or let me at least, take care of some things before I turn myself in. The guy's like, okay. So he walks back to his apartment.
In the 50s,
In the 50s, right,
Yeah, like he was the
100%.
dude.
Yeah.
So they were like, all
he
right.
was the chief of police. So
We'll
this
trust
guy
you.
waits for him outside the door. My grandfather goes out the back door. My great-grandfather goes out the back door. He goes and then he kills the people that accused him of raping them or whatever he was being accused of. And he kills 5 people
Like
while
the
the
whole
cop was
family.
waiting out front for him. Or he killed 3 people while he's waiting out front for him. Then he came back and joined that cop. They went to another place and then he killed someone in front of him. But he killed 5 people.
How did he do it?
chair.
No kidding.
Shot them all.
Shot him.
Yeah, shot them all.
Did he get the electric
He got the
chair or
electric
gas
chair,
chamber or
yeah.
something?
Got the electric chair.
How quickly after he got sentenced did he get?
I don't know.
This has got to be Wikipedia-able.
Yeah, 100%.
We did
Because he
look
was
a
the
little
Last
bit
name
of
was
it up.
Sullivan. It was Martin Sullivan. Martin Sullivan was his
Hank.
name.
Not the guy that landed the plane in the Hudson.
No.
This is a different
Very
Sullivan.
Sully Sullivan.
Yeah,
That's
very
Sully.
different. A less heroic Sullivan. Yeah. Slightly
So
less.
you're blood related to a
Great,
murderer.
great.
You have
to a serial killer, really.
Oh, fucking Mike.
Wasn't a serial killer because he
killed
was
5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that was a mass murderer because
you.
he was
Yeah.
doing it like
Thank
he
you
wasn't
for the
like
distinction.
yeah. Mass
Yeah.
murder is different than serial killer.
Yeah, because serial killers get
planned out long
killers
time.
serial killers
Over
get
time.
documentaries made after them. Mass murderers get mentioned on the Bad Potatoes.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy though, right?
That is, I've spent so much time with you, an embarrassing amount of time with you over the past 15 years.
Right.
That I feel like that for me to not know this hurts a little.
I mean, I don't not bring it up. It doesn't
Yeah,
bother
I
me.
know, but it doesn't
it's
come
so
up in
removed from.
conversation.
Yeah, no, it's hard to work it in.
Well, but the fact that our wives love murder docs so much, you'd be like, hey, if you love murder,
love them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I just assumed I had brought it up before.
that's so wild.
yeah, it's a wild story, man. It's
Does anybody else have anything to admit?
Anybody else?
Anybody
got,
top that?
My grandfather was a podiatrist.
Oh yeah,
Boring.
Which one is that?
The one that died before.
No, I'm saying what's a podiatrist?
A foot doctor.
Derek, it's a Gen Z word, podiatrist.
Shove my foot up your ass if you keep sassing.
Yeah.
A foot doctor. No, I don't have any. I mean, I've got stories, but not like
That's
fun, good ones about.
That is fun. That's a fun one.
It's a fun one about family.
that's a put a finger down.
If you've
you have
ever
a
had a
murderer in your
great grandfather
family.
murder somebody or
You
more
got
than
the
that.
electric chair. Yeah, it's crazy.
Man,
Yeah, you
they
got
don't
the
even do
electric
that
chair.
anymore.
No.
And I can say this because your family doesn't listen to our podcast. There was like
That's the most hurtful thing you said today.
I'm
Mike.
sure some do, but
okay. Well, I'm not gonna say anything bad, but when it was
yeah,
like
don't besmirch my great grandfather.
I'm
How
The
dare you?
upstanding citizen
Yeah,
that he
how
was.
dare you?
people in it, they buried it obviously, and like
Why didn't they? Why?
Well, wasn't
Some of the family didn't
There we
talk
go.
about it. So a lot of
So
like
some
the
people
cousins
didn't know.
the cousins of like my era.
Oh, didn't know.
Half didn't know, half did. The half that didn't know, the other half didn't know. And so
something comes up, and then they're like, "What? What are you
talking about?
And then it was a whole thing, and it made some people. really
This
upset.
pie is killer. Like Mike's grandpa. What are you talking about? What are you?
Yeah. What are you talking about, Grandpa Martin?
like
Yeah,
Martin
and Somerset has a cool history of
murder.
government assisted deaths. You know what I mean? Like hangings and their jail was like the last jail to have like dual gallows where they would hang criminals. And
How did I not know that?
the old jail, like you can still go and tour it. Yeah. They had 2. It was like a platform, and they would drop the Nicely brothers, who was like they were
Nicely?
Nicely. They were famous bandits, like famous
Wow.
murderers and cowboys back. You know,
You imagine getting murdered from someone named Nicely?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that is ironic.
That is ironic, but yeah, not as cool as Mike's story, but
No.
yeah.
No.
Really cool. All right, we have time for one more. This episode, we're only doing 4 this episode because this is
Wow.
what it's
Okay.
We got an
Because we had
extra
Mike's
story.
Really good.
That was really. I never.
It's
knew
crazy.
Sorry, guys, that was I feel like we
Crazy.
should have had pictures and like stats, but like
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Am I the asshole for not skipping a work trip because my husband is recovering from a hair transplant?
That. For not skipping a work trip.
Right.
For skipping a work trip.
For not skipping a work trip because my husband is
Oh, she
recovering
didn't stay home with him. Okay.
Right.
All right. Cool.
because he's recovering from a hair transplant.
Yeah. She still went on the work trip, even though
Yeah.
he's recovering from a hair
Gotcha.
transplant.
I don't know why that was hard for me.
Yeah.
And he thinks
She should.
an asshole.
Yeah.
Or am I the asshole for telling my friend that she can yank her child when she has one? She means pull them
Yeah,
like
we know. Yeah,
that sounded
yeah.
worse.
There's nothing better than having a kid than you can yank him. It's a real great moment of parenting.
I think the hair transplant one is interesting.
I think so too.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Bring it.
You are. If you're here right now, you are now flying Air Turkey.
What is it? Don't they call it hair
No,
turkey?
no.
Oh, hair turkey.
Don't they call it the hairline?
The hairline.
Hairline to
That's
turkey.
funny.
Hairline.
That's funny. They do it so well over there that like I would feel completely
you
fine if I was gonna
Have a
get
full head of hair and be like that. Look,
I've had friends that have gone and got full veneers, whatever, a bunch of dental work done in Turkey
Yeah.
for a fraction of the cost. And they live in
I think
Canada.
it's Turkey A.
It's Turkey A.
They
That's
changed
the
the
name. It's
pronunciation.
Turkey A.
Yeah, why
Country.
did, is
Turkey A.
Because they were called Turkey. They didn't
Not
like
sure. I have friends with them. And then I saw in Japan, you can get an eye exam and a full set of glasses for $35.
Just like America.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Turkey's like known for their hair transplants. You didn't know that?
yeah.
They
Like
were-
lots of
they're
stuff. I think
and
we can go
and
get, like, Botox
cheap.
and,
Yeah,
like-
cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get probably like
And honestly,
Implants.
like most of the doctors, like are like they got to be just as good as they are over here. You know what I mean? Like
Probably.
that's probably better. You know, some
Probably.
cases
I would go.
because over here a lot. I would think a lot of doctors are bought off by like big medicine and stuff like that.
Sure.
It's a mess over here.
Oh, it's not great.
My uncle who traveled all over the place said Turkey.
What about your grandfather?
Turkey A or whatever it's
Turkey
called?
A.
Was the most beautiful country he'd ever been in.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just
Really?
a poorly named country. I think in American terms, like Turkey,
Yeah.
you just don't think like,
Right.
I bet that's beautiful.
I couldn't even tell you where Turkey is. That's how American I am.
it's like next to
Saudi Arabia?
Isn't it above Greece?
Yeah, it's over by Greece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that close to Saudi Arabia?
I mean, it's in the relative same part
I
of
mean,
the world.
It's on the same hemisphere.
It's not close like
Yeah, driving.
Irwin
yeah,
and
yeah.
Murraysville.
Right, yeah, it's not, we're not driving there.
closer.
Yeah, okay. All right. Read this story about Turkey.
Oh, I
Middle
can't
East.
wait to have maps pulled up in the back.
To show how wrong I am.
We are so bad geographically.
Oh, 100%.
It's not.
I think Canada's up.
I don't even know our own country.
I think Canada's that way.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Ready? Am I the asshole for not skipping a work trip because my husband is recovering from a hair transplant?
Did he go to Turkey?
Oh, I forget.
I don't know.
I don't know. She might say that.
My husband flew overseas for a hair transplant.
Yep. He went to Turkey.
He sure did.
We have 2 children under 7. I work full-time in a stressful corporate role. He never plans or researches in advance, and I am supposed to go on a work trip for 2 days to a 2-day work planning retreat.
Okay.
It is important exposure. He will be post-op for 3 days by the time I leave, and last night he texted that he needed me to cancel my trip because he was recovering from surgery.
It's got to be a painful surgery.
Right, but
it's-
3 days. She said 3
Yeah.
days post-op. So
Yeah,
that
but
means
3 days after your gallbladder getting removed, like that's still painful.
Not
you know
saying
what I
he's
mean?
not
Like,
in pain.
Yeah,
Just saying, does he need her there?
for sure. We're about to find out. Apparently he does.
So he said he's recovering from surgery. Put him first, and I'm going to be beyond mad. So many quotes. I'm going to be beyond mad if you do this to me and do not put me first the one time I am asking. And if I go, he won't take the kids to school.
Good for him.
The kids
That'll
are probably
teach
like,
him.
Because
fine.
here's what's going to happen.
What?
When those bangs come in and they look fantastic, she's going to be like, oh, that's my husband over there. Yeah, when he has like sweet bangs.
Justin
And
Bieber hair.
you know it's going to be too late.
yeah.
be
When
too
he's
late.
doing this.
Yeah.
I used to do that a lot. I
Yeah.
had that one.
my-
Yeah.
Ew.
My
Yeah.
favorite move.
You know what, Jenna? It's too bad.
The problem is that you picked the word Jenna instead of
That's my
Stacy.
sister's
You
name.
should have said Stacy.
Yeah, it's my sister's. I thought you knew that. I thought that's
He
why
did.
you're
He
thought
did.
you're
He
making
just
fun of
forgot.
me.
No,
No.
I just think that was the first thing I thought of.
So funny. That's why Alana snorted.
I'm
know, that's
so
why-
glad I didn't know you when you had your bowl cut.
Hey, it's coming back.
No, I'm just
you
saying
gotta bring
because
it
if
back.
baby, like that.
That was
you
my
said
that was
you-
my song, baby.
No, but you just said you used to do that all the time. That would drive me nuts.
Let's see you do it.
Do it.
I don't think I can handle that.
That's why you married him, was that move.
Yeah,
I don't think I could handle that
you thought-
haircut.
Yeah,
He did that right before his vows.
yeah.
He said, Derek.
I'd be doing that right before I got on that plane from Turkey.
I did that.
get home.
I did that right before I finished. Too.
I need a banana.
Oh my God.
It's a cramp.
All right. His head may be sore and bald, but should not impede a pickup and drop
for
off.
long.
For now,
Not
yeah,
for long.
yeah.
It's gonna be flowing locks soon.
This trip has been planned for about 6 months. His main gripe is that he will be seen so close to surgery.
Oh, he's got to go with her,
No. He's saying he
He's
doesn't
gonna
want
have
to
to
take
go
the
to.
kids
He
to
doesn't
school.
want people to see him
He
take
doesn't
the hair
want to
grab.
see
and
him.
you can't wear a hat probably.
You gotta have the under.
Oh, no,
Guessing
yeah.
probably
and it's
not.
like swollen and everything.
Yeah,
it's-
right,
Yeah,
right.
the kids can Uber to school.
Okay.
He did not need to choose this day for surgery, and up until yesterday, this was the plan. He told me my trip is stupid. I put everyone first, but I don't think I need to stay home and miss something. Oh, that scared me. So important for this, and I also think it is selfish to be saying this to me. I'm always impacted by his last minute changes and impulses, and I'm supportive of doing something that makes him feel better about himself, but why should I miss this last minute? Am I being selfish or is he being selfish?
Yeah.
She was on a work trip, right?
She's going on a
Like
work
she's
trip.
Updates.
gonna go.
Man,
Yeah.
she's very.
But
Wait,
like-
there's an
oh.
update with important details.
Okay.
Update.
His
I
hair
am,
looks amazing.
Update.
I was wrong.
update. I am leaving for my work trip.
Good.
I guess I left out some important details. We live in
The
New York.
situation got a little hairy.
We live in New York where everyone walks to school.
Okay.
We both work. I make more money, but he makes plenty. And aside from this temper tantrum, always takes care of our children when I travel for work about 6 to 8 times a year.
He
Okay.
doesn't make enough money to get a hair transplant in America.
Who does?
Yeah,
Derek?
that's fair. That's fair. That was the update?
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, because
Okay.
she's pointing out, like, look, he's not a dick and
He's
a bad
not a bad dad.
Right.
He just he's being sensitive about this thing.
Yeah,
It
that
is-
update didn't help her case.
No, it didn't.
No, and I
That
think
update was
she
like-
was trying to be like, hey, when I first wrote this story, I was pretty peeved off. you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And now that I'm looking back on it, like he's just embarrassed because it
Right.
is an embarrassing
100%.
situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Definitely.
Right.
He's trying to correct something he's embarrassed about, but if
Right.
everybody knows what he did, they're not going to appreciate his gold locks.
right.
Golden
yeah.
locks. I should've
Especially because they're going to, it takes a while for that to take and to come through. And
my
I
God.
do think, thank God we have video podcast now.
Here's what I think. Yeah, here's what I think. I think that, yeah, he's just embarrassed. Yeah, he doesn't want.
He's being. I mean, guys are allowed to be sensitive about
Yeah,
stuff.
for
I mean, like
sure.
that's a it's a normal thing. So like for him to be like, hey, I don't want to be seen like this right now. He's got to have a sibling of some kind that can take the kids to school.
Yeah.
Or he's got to have a family member that can help him out.
Right.
If he doesn't, he's got to have a friend that
Or
can
like
be like,
a
'cause-
local mom that also walks their kids to
local
school.
yeah. Well, if his wife's out of town, a local mom's definitely. I mean,
I've tried calling local moms before. It does not
in my
go over.
area,
Yeah.
I just got a virus on my computer. I
It's
think
not a website
in my
you want to go
area.
down.
I think the thing that like he's got to have a friend that knows he did it. That wouldn't like hold it against him, like to be like, hey, like I don't want to be seen
Hold
in
it
public.
against
you
him.
know, like or like
dude, I ain't having anything to do with that fake hair shit. man.
yeah, no, you know what I mean? Like
Ride your
someone's-
own kids. I ain't having nothing to do with that.
The government put chips in your head when they did that.
No, I mean like someone that's gonna like make fun of him down the road. Like, remember that time you couldn't take your kids to school because of your hair? You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about like that. Like you know,
That would be you.
yeah, it would be me. Like I'm not walking his
Like,
kids
what
to
are you
school.
talking about, dude?
But I think like yeah, you got to have somebody like let your wife go on a work trip as long as you're not like severe pain or like need her there. Like if it's
Right.
just about being embarrassed in public,
Right.
you have to have somebody in your circle that can help you out there. So you're allowed to be sensitive, but you're also like she's not the asshole for going on a work trip that
can't
you
you
know
just do
yeah
this?
cover your
That's-
hair up actually
Look.
Kendall because that would be yeah you could do that.
Look, hair
Yeah.
transplant.
Yeah.
No one knows.
No one knows.
Right.
Dropping off my kids at school.
Right. Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah. Can't wait to
I
feel
don't
the
know
wind
what
in my hair when I'm walking my kids to school.
I don't know what the big deal's about.
What do you think, Lon?
I think he's being dramatic. And he shouldn't have planned his
Well, but if you-
overseas surgery on a whim while this work trip was already planned.
It probably takes. I mean, it's probably really booked up. So you're not just planning it. Like it's a whole like you know like he didn't.
She said, I'm sure that you're right, but I thought she said something in
He
there
planned it,
like
like, last
he
minute?
just kind of.
His thing is like he likes to do last minute stuff.
To be fair,
Maybe
like
and
something like
impulse
that,
things.
yeah, but
Soft things.
something like that, you're just like, let's just go and get it over with. Don't give you time to think. It's like riding a roller coaster. The clicking on the way up gives you time to think about it. You're like, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck.
That's
This is
the
gonna suck.
worst.
You know what I mean? So like, just go and just impulse it.
I feel like if I was going to Turkey to have hair, that would be a long process of planned out
That's what
stuff.
I think.
Yeah,
Too.
Right.
Yeah,
it wouldn't
that's-
be like, you know what I just signed up for? I'm getting a full head of hair in Turkey next week.
And a
Yeah.
timeshare.
Yeah.
You got to figure out where to stay. and,
Yeah.
like,
Mike,
get
what's your
there
schedule
and-
this week? Actually, I booked a
Funny
flight
you
to
mentioned
Turkey.
that. Getting a full set of hair. Full set
Full
of hair?
set of hair. Full head of
Getting
hair.
some bangs.
Full head of
yeah,
hair.
full head of hair
Bangs.
in Turkey,
Yeah, in Turkey,
this
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you ask?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the kids, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
kids?
I mean, it's also, it can't be super inexpensive to even do it over there. So
No, right.
He removed himself from
Commitment.
his family for at least a week.
It has to be.
You know what I
right?
mean? Like to get over there to because it's the first day, then they set you up, then the second day, then they got to keep you there for a day. So it's
I'm
almost
sure you can't fly
direct
right
to
away.
Turkey.
How do they
with,
do it? Do they poke holes in your head and like
They
plant?
take the
they
follicles
take-
from the
yeah.
back of where your hair is the most thick. So they do a
Right.
scan first. So that's got to take a day to do a scan of your hair, and they remove the follicles and they replant them into your hair follicles that don't grow as well up here. And
There's gotta be lots of needles
swollen.
involved.
Did you ever see those videos? I was. Do they call it hairline, turkey hairline, or they have a funny
Yeah. Oh,
term
yeah,
for it?
yeah.
Like people on the plane, they'll show like 20 guys on a
Without
flight
hats
from
and red
Turkey,
heads.
all have like dots on their heads,
From
like
getting
all
it
have.
done. You ever see? I know because I know that Mike, you like this comedian as well, Dano Tosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his podcast, Tosh.0 podcast, he did. He took us along with him to get his hair. Like they take blood out of his head and then inject it into other parts of his head to
I didn't
to help
see
the
that.
hair. And he did a podcast while it was getting it
fun.
done because that's just Dano Tosh.
Tosh it.
Yeah, because he's like as soon as my career's over, I don't give a shit about my hair. But for right now, I'm saving it so that it looks good. And he was apparently had hair loss, and he's doing it in
Funny.
L.A.
It says 1 to 2 weeks
To get it done.
of recovery.
Oh,
So 3 days is, that's right in the prime time where it's got to be painful.
I'm sure it's painful, but
Most individuals can return to light work within a few days.
Is walking your kids to school light work though?
that's light work.
Probably less than light work.
He's being a baby.
He's being a baby. Yeah.
I don't think she's I don't think she's the asshole for going on the trip.
Right.
No.
And I think he's not being the asshole for being sensitive
Right,
about it either.
that's fair, too.
You just have to have somebody in your circle that can
Help your
that can
kids.
help your kids out
Yeah.
at that moment. Because if you don't want to be seen in public, just plan
Yeah, and if
something.
you're flying away for work and he's flying to Turkey for hair, you got a support system there.
Sure.
You got money. Someone
that's
can
a good
watch those
point.
kids or walk those
She
kids.
also
point.
said she makes good money and he
Yeah.
makes good money too. She makes more than him. She mentioned that. A little subtle
She
flag.
pointed that
he
out.
makes good money-ish.
Let's go.
Yeah, he
queen.
makes good money for his role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes enough money to get hair in Turkey.
It's not getting a full head of hair.
in Turkey, not in the U.S.
Yeah,
but
right.
In
yeah,
Turkey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he doesn't make U.S. hair money.
Speaking of turkey,
I knew.
it's almost dinner time. Which means that if you're here right now,
Let's
you've just
go.
finished this episode of Bad Potatoes Out. Please listen, 2 things before you click off this episode. First, if it's your first time here or not your first time here, you haven't rated, reviewed, and subscribed yet, please rate, review, and subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. The show is growing so much and it helps us out so much. We're so pumped to be able to do this. It's all we talk about. Because the show's growing and it's successful and you guys have made it this way. So trust me when I tell you we're having just as much fun doing this as you are having listening
It's
to
so
it.
fun.
We love it just as much as you do. So please continue to rate, review, and subscribe. Share with a friend. Tell a family member something. Tell your priest. Who cares?
someone.
And secondly, if you have a story that you want to read on air, we would love to hear it because I think that helps break us from the other Reddit podcasts out there by being able to read real stories. So if you have a story, a relationship advice, today I effed up, anything, am I the asshole? Submit it. Comments down below or in our link in our bio, because by the end of this podcast, we have been Bad Potato Salad.
Stoey.
Joey, tell him. Tell him. Tell him.
You've been sure.
You've been served.